Shalom Chavrim in a world of Ein Shalom. We are seeing right now, this is footage shared by Amichai Stein on Twitter. And right now we are dealing with over 200 rockets have come in from Gaza. And only thus far, only 60 of those have been able to be intercepted by Israel's different protections like the Iron Dome, etc. It is definitely, this is, of course, Israel launched a strike against Gaza earlier this morning in retaliation to about 40 or 50 rockets that had come in. But now the situation is getting far more tense. And as we had shared with you guys over on Patreon, this was something that we were being told from intelligence out of Israel that either Hamas would accept the deal for a ceasefire, or Israel would go in and totally take out the Hamas infrastructure completely. And I have to tell you, friends, one thing, taking out Hamas could actually benefit the Palestinian people, because if you take out Hamas, then perhaps maybe we can really get some peace with the people in Gaza. But of course on Patreon we shared some other things about the situation with Gaza that's not so good to hear. I don't want to bring it up here on Israeli News Live, but it's very serious and what could happen in the very near future. Now I will share this much with you because it's already beginning to go public now, and that is that Israel is very soon going to be taking on Hezbollah inside of Lebanon, and also has said that their intelligence says that there are bombs hidden in Beirut. And I had also shared those types of information on Patreon already, that we were getting intelligence that Israel is going to launch a two-stage battle there, one with Lebanon, then also taking out the S-300s in Syria. So I'm sure Israel is not going to be doing this on their own, and I can guarantee you one thing: everything has to do with the Silk Road, the initiative that's going forward, how China is major help for Israel in building this port in Haifa. The Chinese people are good people, but I can tell you one thing: the Chinese government itself is a communist government. And it's kind of interesting that Israel is aligning themselves with this type of government, because what they do to the Christian people in China is horrendous. And I know so because we have friends in China, and we have secret communications of what's going on, and the believers there are suffering majorly. Kind of like Israeli Christians as well. Israeli Christians don't get it a whole lot better. So it's really a very serious situation. And I also ask you to keep in your prayers the people in Israel and even in Gaza as well. You know, there are Christians, there are human beings, there are children and women that are also going to suffer as a result of what's happening inside of the Gaza Strip there. There just is no peace, friends. It is Ein Shalom. Yeshua said they will cry peace and safety, and there is no peace. It's so true. Very troubled, very, very tragic situation. Also, I want to mention too, our good friend L.A. Marzulli. I haven't met L.A. before. We have talked a little bit by phone. We're going to be in a conference in January up in around Portland, Oregon. That website will be up soon as well. But he lost his house in this California wildfire. So just keep this man in your prayers as well. That, no doubt, is a tragedy. Not to mention with a lot of his information. I don't know how much of that was able to be salvaged when he tried to get out of there, but anyway, very tragic situation there happening in California, and many others, no doubt, that have lost their homes. So let's just keep these people in prayer as well. Listen, I'm Steve Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Don't forget to support the broadcast. We do need your help, and doing like we do. We really appreciate it. And shalom, shalom. I don't even know how to end the broadcast, though, guys, because I'm doing this off my phone.